The lights dimmed slowly inside the grand hall as anticipation filled every corner of the venue. What was already one of the most prestigious luxury gatherings of the year suddenly transformed into something far more electric. When the name Jungkook echoed across the massive LED screens, the energy shifted instantly. No one expected what would happen next at the Hublot 2026 event, and when it did, millions of fans around the world were left completely stunned. Jungkook is known globally for his powerful stage presence, flawless vocals, and intense performance skills as a member of BTS. But at Hublot 2026, he revealed a side that blended artistry and luxury in a way that few could have predicted. This was not a concert. This was not a tour stage. This was a luxury brand event. And yet, when Jungkook stepped onto that illuminated platform, it felt like the world's biggest arena. Dressed in a sharply tailored black ensemble accented with subtle metallic details that reflected the precision of Hublot's craftsmanship, Jungkook stood still for a brief moment. The silence before movement created tension. The crowd, composed of fashion elites, global executives, celebrities, influencers, and selected media, leaned forward. Then the music began. It wasn't loud at first, it pulsed, deep, rhythmic, controlled, almost mechanical, echoing the inner workings of a luxury timepiece. Jungkook moved his hands slowly, wrist turning just enough for the watch to catch the light. The gesture was intentional, elegant, precise. And then everything exploded into motion. What followed was a dance performance that blended contemporary choreography with sharp, almost robotic precision, a symbolic fusion of human artistry and mechanical perfection. Each step was synchronized with the beats in a way that felt almost hypnotic. His footwork was fast yet controlled. His upper body movements were fluid but powerful. The audience was no longer watching a brand ambassador. They were witnessing a performance artist at the peak of his craft. Jungkook's dance style has always been defined by versatility, capable of softness and aggression, grace and intensity. At Hublot 2026, he combined those elements into something cinematic. He used space like a storyteller uses silence. Every pause mattered, every shift of weight carried emotion. At one point in the performance, the music dropped out completely. Silence. Only the echo of his shoes touching the stage remained. And in that silence, Jungkook executed a slow, controlled body roll that seemed to stretch time itself. The spotlight narrowed, the audience held their breath. Then the bass returned, stronger, louder, sharper. The choreography accelerated into a powerful sequence of turns, sharp arm extensions, and explosive footwork. His movements were so crisp they mirrored the precision engineering Hublot is known for. It was not accidental, it was conceptual. Luxury brands often speak of innovation and boldness. Jungkook embodied those words physically. Screens behind him projected abstract visuals of rotating watch mechanisms, gears moving, metals reflecting light, blending seamlessly with his movements. It felt as if he was dancing inside time itself. Within minutes, social media began flooding with clips from inside the venue. He turned a luxury event into a concert. This is art. How is this even real? The comments multiplied rapidly as live streams spread globally. For fans watching online, the shock was overwhelming. No one expected a full-scale dance performance at such an elite brand event. Yet Jungkook delivered it with the same intensity he would give to a stadium filled with thousands of army. What made the performance unforgettable was not just technique, it was control. His breathing remained steady, his expressions never lost focus, his transitions were seamless, even in the most explosive movements there was elegance. Halfway through the performance, the choreography shifted tone. The lighting softened into deep gold hues. The music transformed into a more melodic instrumental layer. Jungkook's movements became smoother, almost intimate. He walked forward slowly, eyes intense yet calm, and extended his arm toward the camera, revealing the Hublot timepiece again. This time, the gesture was less aggressive and more symbolic, a reminder that time moves forward, that evolution is constant. Then came the climax. The beat intensified once more, the lights strobed in rhythmic patterns. Jungkook launched into a final sequence of high-speed choreography that demonstrated incredible stamina and precision. Spins flowed into sharp stops. A sudden freeze pose landed perfectly on the final beat. The hall erupted. Applause thundered across the venue. Even seasoned luxury executives stood to their feet. Fashion icons exchanged glances of disbelief. Influencers scrambled to capture every angle. It was more than impressive. It was transformative. Hublot events are known for elegance and exclusivity, but this performance added something new: emotion, energy, youthful power. Jungkook did not simply attend as an ambassador, he redefined the atmosphere. Industry analysts later described it as a strategic masterstroke. By allowing Jungkook to perform rather than simply pose, Hublot demonstrated confidence in his artistry and global influence. It showed a willingness to merge luxury with contemporary culture. And it worked. Within hours, the phrase Jungkook Hublot 2026 dance began trending worldwide. Millions of fans replayed the clips repeatedly, analyzing choreography, facial expressions, outfit details, and symbolic elements. Some fans described feeling emotional, others described feeling proud, many simply said, "Wow." There was something powerful about seeing Jungkook command a luxury stage with the same authority he commands a concert arena. It reinforced his versatility, it highlighted his discipline, it proved that his artistry transcends traditional boundaries. Behind the scenes, insiders revealed that the choreography had been meticulously crafted to align with the brand's philosophy of the art of fusion. The fusion of music and luxury, movement and mechanics, passion and precision. And Jungkook delivered that fusion flawlessly. As the event continued, conversations buzzed across every table. Guests who may not have been deeply familiar with K-pop found themselves asking questions. Who is he? How does he move like that? How is he so controlled? The answer lies in years of dedication. Jungkook's reputation as a perfectionist is well known. He rehearses relentlessly. He studies details. He refines every gesture until it feels natural. That preparation was visible in every second of the performance. By the time he exited the stage, the energy in the hall had shifted permanently. The event would be remembered not just for luxury watches, but for a dance that blurred the line between performance art and brand storytelling. Outside the venue, fans gathered hoping for glimpses. When Jungkook eventually stepped out, calm and composed as always, few could guess that just moments earlier he had delivered one of the most unexpected performances of his ambassador career. Online reaction videos multiplied overnight. Dance professionals praised his control and precision. Fashion critics applauded the synergy between styling and choreography. Even watch enthusiasts admitted that the performance brought new emotional context to the product. The following day, headlines described the moment as historic, groundbreaking, and unforgettable. Clips surpassed millions of views within hours. The performance became a reference point for how luxury events can evolve in the modern era. And at the center of it all was Jungkook, not just as a celebrity but as an artist. What made the dance truly mesmerizing was not its complexity alone, it was intention. Every movement told a story. Every pause created tension. Every beat reinforced presence. Luxury is often associated with stillness and prestige. Jungkook proved it can also pulse with energy. The Hublot 2026 event will be remembered for many reasons: the venue, the design, the exclusive guest list. But above all, it will be remembered for the night Jungkook danced and left millions speechless. Because sometimes, a performance is more than choreography. Sometimes it is a statement. And on that night, Jungkook made one loud enough for the entire world to hear, without saying a single word. Time moved forward. But that moment will remain timeless.